this must be Sega. Oh wait, Cryoware's a lot of companies. Yep, it's Atlas. And what game is it? It's pretty obvious because it's getting its Royal Edition in March. It's Persona 5. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Persona 5 Let's Play. This is obviously post-commentary, by the way. I am not playing this, so I will get into what I did for this Let's Play in a little bit. But, you know, welcome to Persona 5, one of my personal favorite JRPGs of the past couple of years now. One of my favorite series of games in general, honestly. This is one of my favorite RPG series. You know, that and the Shin Megami Tensei series, both of them just beautiful games. Heavily recommend all of them to you. But we'll get into that later. Let me get into why I am doing the original Persona 5. This is not Royal by any standards, as you can tell from the intro alone. Well, mainly because Royal is coming out in March. So I am really looking forward to that. I am actually really hyped for that. I have been following that game ever since it was announced in Japan. I am wholeheartedly not patient for this game. What sucks though is I can't play it until probably April, like late April, because my schooling says otherwise for March. Because my school has spring break like 2 weeks before it comes out, and then right after Royal comes out, spring break start. I mean, not spring break. Finals start, and obviously I got to be a good student and study for that stuff. So, unfortunately, Royal will have to wait, and I also will have to prioritize getting a job and stuff like that. So, life sucks. As Joker says, that's life. Oh wait, wrong Joker. So I am doing Persona 5 Original because A, I want to get to that before I do Royal. I don't want to just, like, when Royal comes out and I finish it, I don't want to just go straight to Royal before doing Persona 5, because that just doesn't seem right. Also, I am just trying to hold myself over, and I just want to do one final run through of Persona 5. For those who were with the channel originally, yeah, that makes sense. I did start a Persona 5 Let's Play, but I didn't get far. I don't think I got past Kamoshida's Palace. There were actually a variety of reasons I have decided to restart this Let's Play. First off, all the files were deleted. I don't have any of those anymore. Secondly, I just felt like I could do a better job with that one, and over the course of the few months now, I've actually been looking through guides to see if there's a better schedule to do all the confidants in. And I want to make this as complete as I can. I want to make this a complete LP of Persona 5. I am going after all the confidants. I am doing all that. However, there is one condition that I didn't show off. I'm actually doing this game in New Game Plus. Actually, you will see it later on with a save file. The reason I am doing this in New Game Plus is mainly because of social stats and money. In my previous save file, I had like 300,000 yen, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's not much in this game, but it's more than enough to get me started. I also wanted to have certain confidant abilities earlier so I could make certain things a little easier for myself, mainly shadow negotiations. There is a confidant who makes shadow negotiations basically the most broken way to get money and items. So and getting personas easily. And also my Persona Compendium, because the Strength Arcana is honestly the hardest one to get, because you have to do a lot of fusion combinations in order to get the confidant up, because the Velvet Room attendants will ask you for why am I being vague? Caroline and Justine, they will ask you for a certain persona with a certain skill, or they'll just ask you for a persona. And some of them require like heavy fusions, and you can do them all at once if you're good, if you're committed enough. And that's how I did it my first playthrough, but still, well, first off, I didn't even know that they were a confidant until my second playthrough. I wasn't paying attention at the time, so yeah. So let's actually talk about what's on screen for a second. So first off, I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh, I'm trying to listen to all the dialogue. So as we can see, we're in some sort of giant casino, and our masked figure, Joker, here, is running through like an idiot and is escaping police pursuit. What's going on? Well, we are we're not going to get context for what's going on here until way later. So why am I running? Oh, I really am trying to listen to all the dialogue, I guess. I just look like an idiot. So, yeah, Joker is running away from the police because, you know, he's a thief. That's his job. But as you've noticed, though, there are a weird... It's kind of weird. There are realistic guards, and there are these guys. We will get a whole bunch of... We'll get the context for all of this pretty soon. We'll understand what's going on because, as you can see, something's not right about the world right now. I mean, first off, this giant casino in the middle of Japan, I wouldn't think it'd be here necessarily. I mean, it would be here, but, you know, not to this degree. Like, it acted like, yeah. So you cannot die to this thing. At least I don't think you can. If someone has found a way to die to this thing, please inform me. I would love to see it. Maybe I should record a video about that later and show off dying to it. But to be honest, you just have to do like 3 hits, and it will die no matter what. So yeah, Joker's running away because, you know, thieves are supposed to run, but as you saw, he summoned something from behind him and managed to kill that giant monster. So we have a lot to talk about. Okay, it's pretty obvious. That was Arsene, his main persona. Even though what's funny about that whole thing is Arsene is seen to be really powerful in that scene. Like, he can learn, like, high-level skills, not without skill cards, and basically cheating and basically using a bunch of different Velvet Room functions. Because Arsene cannot learn that stuff naturally. And in fact, what's funny is people think that Arsene is a really powerful persona thanks to Super Smash Brothers. No. Arsene is the worst persona in the game. Maybe. And, well, that's because Joker has the ability to wield multiple personas. So, to every Super Smash Bros. Ultimate fan, stop thinking Arsene is really powerful. He's not. They just did it. They just made it Arsene for the sake of, well, Arsene is his signature persona. And it is very possible. Why am I just sitting there? It is very possible for Arsene to learn Tetrakarn and Makarakarn. Wings of Rebellion, though, is nothing in this game. It is just literally nothing. There is no Wings of Rebellion, technically. I mean, I guess you could say they do mention that line a lot in the Confidence's startup and endings, so I guess you could say that matters. So another question is, why am I starting with Persona 5 rather than starting with the other games like Persona 1, Persona 2, both versions of 2, Persona 3, and Persona 4? Matter of recency. I mean, Persona 5 is getting a lot of attention lately, considering that Scramble is coming out. In fact, at the time of this recording, the demo was just released this morning. I haven't played it, and I don't really plan on to, because I just kind of want to keep myself in the dark on that one. I mean, in terms of playing the game and knowing how it controls, I want to wait until the English version comes out sooner or later. Hopefully we get information on that sooner or later. We have yet to receive anything on that, which is very jarring. I mean, by now we should have had a release date, and I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is that the day Royal comes out, Atlas USA will finally announce when Persona 5 Scramble will come out. Because, you know, Scramble comes out in Japan on the 20th of February, or 20th of this month. So, there will be a lot of... There will most likely be an announcement of that when it comes out in Japan. Hopefully, Scramble is as good as it looks, because Scramble is actually a straight-up sequel to Persona 5. It isn't just a random entry. It's not just a random third-party game. It is a sequel to the game, and I am actually legitimately looking forward to that.
You have your teammate.
Because there's not many sequels to Persona games these days.
Sold out.
I guess you could count the Arena Fighter for Persona 4. Unless the dancing game is a sequel for Persona 4. I really hope that's not the case. I like the dancing games. It's just like, get it, P5? Because Persona 5? So yeah, Joker got captured. Some phantom thief. We're not even 20 minutes in, and he's already been captured. Wow. I mean, some great phantom thief, am I right? Or am I right?
The drug was too strong.
Wonder how he changed clothes.
Wake him up.
So yeah, now Joker's in this interrogation room where they are gonna beat him mercilessly here. Well, they already did do it, but they're still gonna do some stuff to him. Off camera, luckily. Here's the gist of what they did to him, though. The things that are important, because there will be a lot of moments in the game where Joker's memory will seem distorted, or he'll just seem to zone out. That's because he was injected with some sort of drug. I don't remember what the drug effects are. I think it's True Serum, which is a really weird thing for it to... Okay, sorry about that. I had to cut off the recording for a split second. Anyway, what was I saying? It is considered Truth Serum, but for some reason, it causes Joker to have memory distortions. I don't know why. That is so weird, but okay. So this basically right here is how we're going to choose our difficulty and our name.
Manslaughter too, yeah.
So in a second, it will ask me to put in Joker's name. Now for the name, I called him Akira Amamiya, or however you pronounce his last name, mainly because Joker has 2 canon names. 3 if you're counting the stupid stage play. Okay, it's not stupid, it looks really good, but still, it's like, why? It is stuck between Ren Amamiya and Akira Kurusu. I chose Akira Amamiya because that was the best compromise for it. So no, there will be no Harem Fucker 249. Mainly because I can't fit the 249 in there. In fact, I think I just cut the whole sequence out for Joker's name.
It's a confession under your name.
In fact, I did cut the difficulty sequence out, as you may have noticed, because I need to turn that off, by the way.
I need your hand
it just
to
like
sign this.
cut. If you listen to the music carefully, it just cuts to the next like 10 notes. So, but I tried to make that as smooth as possible. Sorry, sue me. I basically just did normal mode. You know, normal mode, pretty standard. I might have to change the difficulty a few times, but I probably won't. To be honest, I have done it on rare occasions, and usually around the final boss. Mainly because I just really don't care at that point. I usually just change it to easy. Because Persona 5 has a few difficulty modes. Safe mode, basically, Joker can... Oh, yeah, there's my name. What was I saying? Safe mode is basically Joker can die in battle and everyone will just get healed right there. Easy mode is Joker after safe mode though, Joker cannot die. In easy mode though, the enemies are weaker than you and give off more rewards.
From the public prosecutor's office.
And that's about it. And normal mode, it's standard difficulty. You know, if you've played an RPG, you'll probably get through it pretty easily. Maybe a few deaths here and there. Hard mode is hard, obviously. I think they give off less rewards, though, and enemies are stronger. And there's Merciless mode, which is, Jesus Christ, why are you playing this mode? I usually just stick to normal mode for this, for the sake of it's just a normal RPG and stuff like that.
I'm responsible
So,
for this case, yet I'm not
yeah.
even being allowed in
Oh, yes, and this is Sai Nijima. She is trying to get into the interrogation room because she will be the one interrogating us throughout this entire Let's Play. Because, okay, not the entire Let's Play, but for a good chunk, for about 90% of the game. So, what's funny is the game, Nijima says that she only has such a limited time for the interrogation, but this game is taking place over a course of a year, meaning that she is in there at least for 16 hours.
I understand.
And then again, Joker is going in depth with this interrogation. Like he is telling her everything.
I didn't
Um,
expect it'd be you.
because
Answering
Jesus
my
Christ,
questions this time.
he tells her about her his studying habits, what he had to drink that day, which friend he hung out with.
Can you hear me?
Jesus.
It seems you've been through a lot. Almost anything can happen here. And I can't stop them. That's why I need you to answer me honestly. I don't have much time either. What was your
And you know what though?
objective?
I will not blame Nijiba for not believing some of the
I
stuff
didn't think it
because
was a prank from the
later
get-go.
on it will
I
show
thought it
us
was some case
Morgana
observation.
transforming
Because I
into a
couldn't figure out
car,
the method.
and it's just like the one moment in the whole game where I just like wish Nijiba was just like, what the? I'm done. I quit, and she just leaves.
True. There's no way I could be convinced of such a world just by reading the reports. It seems you're coherent. When and where did you find out about that world?
So,
How is it possible to steal
what
another
else is
part?
there
Now,
to talk
tell me
about?
your account
Well, we
of
got a few more
everything.
minutes actually
Start
before
from
the
the
part
very
ends.
beginning.
So I mentioned earlier that this is obviously post commentary, mainly because it's an RPG. It is, if I did live, Jesus Christ, the Let's Play would be even longer probably. So I'm just using post commentary for the sake of editing out failures or grinding for that matter. I will not. I will not show off a few things. There are actually a few things I will not probably show off, and that mainly lies with Caroline and Justine's boss fight. I may not do it. It's just a matter of I actually do have another save file left off at where I last left off for the session, because this session is over the course of a day. Not this part, but I did start a new save file off of where that is, where I ended last session, and that is my test playthrough from then on, just to see if everything works out the way I have it, because I do have a schedule for this Let's Play. Because it is a New Game Plus playthrough, I did mention that, but I am treating it like a normal playthrough. Like, this will be a very regular Let's Play. This will not be, I will not be using New Game Plus to my advantage that much. So, that's about it. So, I believe I usually end the part by saving. So, the next time we meet in Persona 5, and I just realized I saved over my New Game Plus playthrough, well, we're going to be starting the game. We're going to actually have some story. Well, the next couple of parts are going to be very story heavy. So prepare for that, ladies and gentlemen. So see you guys next time for Persona 5. And take care.